Hey guys, welcome back. I am going to be doing a little get ready with me. I'm currently in South Africa for my husband's birthday. He has a bunch of family here, and honestly I haven't really been feeling my best the past few days, and I have learned that when I'm not feeling good, I need to look good to kind of balance out the spectrum. So yesterday I curled my hair, and that was a little nice quick fix. And today I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup. I don't really have any plans. I'm going over to his parents' house later for dinner, but that's about it. I went shopping earlier, but I just feel like I need something to get myself in better spirits. So I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup and hope that does the trick. So I already did all of my skincare. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of primer. This one is by Mercier. This is the Hydrating Primer. I like to use this one if I need like a refresh for my face. It just feels like a really lightweight moisturizer. It actually feels really similar to the La Roche-Posay, the Toleriane Ultra Fluid, which I use in the morning, and it's one of my favorites, so that's really nice. And it also lays so well with my makeup and just gives more of like a hydrated look to the skin. I've also tried the blurring one, and I actually really like all of the primers from Laura Mercier. I'm obsessed with these little tortoise hair clips that I got. I don't know where I got them. I want to say I got them on Amazon, but they're so cute. I feel like everyone around me right now is either sick or getting sick, and I'm just like doing my best out here trying to stay healthy, trying to avoid it, this plague that is upon us, but it might be catching me. I can't tell if I'm getting sick or I'm about to get my period, but whatever it is, it's not good. Okay, so for foundation, I'm gonna use my lightest shade in the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And this is in shade Punjab. I get a lot of compliments when I use this. It gives a really nice, like dewy look to my makeup and just like hydrates my skin nicely. So when I'm lighter, I use Vienna. Did I say this was Punjab? I'm losing my mind, you guys. This is Vienna. I don't even remember what I said. Oh my God, my light's dead. Okay, we're back. Today is just one of those days. First my camera died, and now my light's dying, so we're just gonna keep pushing. We're gonna see if we can make it through this. Okay, but I was talking about the color that I use for this foundation. When I'm more fair, I use Vienna, and when I'm more tan, I use Punjab. And this giant fluffy brush is like eating all of the product. So I'm going to first apply a bit with my fingers, and then I will blend everything in. So yeah, like I said, we're in South Africa for my husband's birthday. We already had like a friends and family get together, or like surprise birthday party. And then he had like a boys' day with his friends that flew in for the celebration and his friends that are here. And then tomorrow morning we're leaving for this place called Zimbali. It is a like private estate on the coast, and it's kind of in like a nature reserve area. So there's tons of like outdoor activities to do. They have like a big resort there, but we rented a villa for his entire immediate family to stay, so we can all spend time together. His sister's flying, well, both of his sisters flew in, so it'll be nice, like family time. I'm super excited. I'm so lucky. I absolutely love his family. Like, I really hit the jackpot when it came to in-laws. I hear so many stories about people and their in-laws just not really meshing, and I feel like they're my adopted family. I feel so blessed to have them, especially because I don't have any sisters. I grew up with all boys. Like, I have one blood brother, but I've had like countless stepbrothers, and I just basically grew up in a house full of testosterone, which I'm not complaining about, but I've always had like my close best friends be like sisters to me, and I've always wanted like a sister kind of figure in my life. So I couldn't have gotten more lucky. He has two incredible sisters. They're both so smart, so loving, and just so sweet. Okay, I'm gonna do concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, but you can conceal, contour, highlight, retouch. It's a really great multi-purpose product. And this one is in shade Snow. This is one of my favorite concealers. I usually go between this one and the Tarte Shape Tape. If I need like a more like full coverage, stay all day kind of situation, I'll go with the Tarte Shape Tape, but this is great for like everyday use. It's super creamy, gives amazing coverage. And I'm just gonna use this kind of like flat brush to blend out the concealer. I think I got this one in South Korea. It's by Philly Millie, brush 811. I'm back. I had to take a quick break. The housekeeping just stopped by, so I just blended everything out and I set my under eyes with the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Finish in shade 1. I always use this underneath my eyes. Even before I bake, I just find it gives such a smooth finish, and I'll put it anywhere I had put concealer just to kind of set those areas. And then I'm going to bake my under eyes with this Laura Mercier translucent powder. It has more of a pigment in it. I usually use one that doesn't have color, but I feel like I need a bit more life in my face right now just because I feel so dead inside. And I'm using this brush by Omnia. This is the Omnia Complexion BOM 38. It's always so interesting going to different climates and seeing how your makeup reacts to it. Like here, it is so humid right now. For his birthday party with family and friends, it honestly didn't even feel worth it doing a full face of makeup because I was like sweating it off, or like the humidity in the air was just melting everything. And it stayed all through the night, but I didn't like the feel of it on my face. We were like on the water though, so I think that made it even more intense. So now it feels a bit more tolerable, and we're not really spending too much time outside today, so I should be safe. And then while this bakes, I'm going to put the GloWish by Huda Beauty. This is in shade 03 Light. It's the Luminous pressed powder. I'm just gonna put this in the areas kind of where I'm gonna be putting bronzer and contour. And it's just slightly pigmented. Like it doesn't even really show up with much pigment, but it has a nice like glowy finish. The only place I try to stay away from when I'm using this is like my chin and T-zone area, because I've noticed that it just doesn't look nice when I'm getting oily after a long day and I have that shimmer on, so I try to just put it in more of the highlighting areas. And then for bronzer, I'm going to use Hoola by Benefit. The brush I was using for that is also by Huda Beauty, the GloWish All Over Powder Brush. And then I'm just going to do some bronzer, some contouring, try to lift my face a little bit. It's times like this when I don't feel good in my skin. I feel like one day a month I can't stand to look at myself in the mirror, and I know that's hormones, but it's times like this where I feel really grateful to be a girl, because we have these tools where we can put on a face of makeup, we can get ready, we can do what we need to do to make ourselves feel better, whereas not all men really have that option. So, you know, I'm all about the girl life. And this brush is by Morphe. This is the M403. And I like to use this as an eyeshadow and just like sweep it over and like up to kind of give a lifting effect, and then just all across the lid. The lighting in here sucks, so I can't tell how this is turning out, but I really do the same thing almost every time I get ready, so hopefully it'll be good. And then my nose, I'm just going to like dust the tip and then go straight up. I know a lot of people contour, but I think sometimes it just looks nice. If the top has more color, it just looks a bit more natural, like the sun was hitting it, and then just kind of defining the jawline a little bit more. And just so I don't look like an unblended Oompa Loompa, I'm using that GloWish pressed powder and just like quickly and lightly dusting it down my neck. And then for blush, I'm going to use MAC Gingerly Sheer Tone Blush. This is one of my favorites. It's just like a super natural, not too pink, almost like a taupey brownish color. This is like my daily rider, like the one that I always gravitate towards just because I feel like it flatters my skin tone. I just love the shade, and I can probably go ahead and get rid of all of this bake at this point. So I'm just gonna grab this fluffy brush. This is the Hourglass one that I was talking about that I was neglecting, and I'm forcing myself to use it. So this has become like my blending brush. I'll just do a little bit more blush. And I don't put any extra on the brush. I just use whatever is already existing and kind of blend. And then I'll also use this on my lids and a little dust on the forehead and the nose. And then something I like to do is I always like to blend everything out after I've applied all of my powders to kind of like marry everything together so there's no harsh lines. Everything just kind of like becomes a bit more seamless. And now with that same brush, this is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH06 brush. I'm going to use this with the Grwm Terracotta palette. And I'm just gonna put this like where my cheekbones are for a nice like sun-kissed look. This is one of my favorite powders. Now that my face is fully powdered, I'm going to take this puffer. This is by Mercier, and I'm just going to press everything in, and this makes the biggest difference. It really helps to make your makeup just look airbrushed and kind of perfect. Like it helps so much with the overall appearance of the complexion and just the way like the powder sits on the face. Like it doesn't sit on the face, it's one with the face. Now for eyebrows, I have been using the Benefit Gimme Brow Plus, and then I go in to kind of define my arches and any sparse areas with the Precisely My Brow Pencil. I use this in shade 2 and this in shade 1. So I'll show you guys when it's done. Okay, my eyebrows are done. I just went in and finished them off with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I use this every single day without fail. And now I just need to do my lashes and my lips. For lashes, I'm using the Lancome Hypnose Drama, and to curl them, I'm using the Shiseido Lash Curler. And I try not to over curl my lashes because if I do, my mascara will rub off all over my eyelids. They're just too long, so when they are curled, they're dangerous. Okay, I finished my eyelashes. Now I'm gonna do my lips, and I like to put on like a lip mask before I start doing my makeup. And then by the end, it's usually soaked in, but I make sure that there's not much remaining before I put on my lip liner because I like a dry lip liner. It just seems to stay much better. And I'm using my favorite NYX. I'm pretty sure this is discontinued or they changed the name. It's the Nude Suede Shoes. I've been using this for years, and as soon as I couldn't find it anymore, I went online and I ordered like 15 of them. So I have a ton in my collection, and I'm hoping I can figure out what's happening. Like if it's actually gone or if they just changed the name. And I'm just gonna use a clear gloss to finish this off if I can find one. This one is by Fenty Beauty. This is the Hint Hint Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm. This stuff is bomb, you guys. Like, it's not sticky at all. Super glossy, super hydrating. And I usually don't like glosses. I'll usually do like a chapstick or a balm, but this one is just the perfect texture. There's no tackiness to it, so it feels really nice when I apply it. And then normally I would be setting my face, but I decided it would be a good idea to try to turn myself into a more rational packer. I figured, what's the point in overpacking? There's no need. So I was trying to be minimal, right? So I thought it was a brilliant idea to pack my mini Urban Decay all-nighter that I've been using, you know, frequently, and should have known that it was empty. So I need to buy one while I'm here because it's way too humid to be walking around without a set face. So we're gonna skip that step in the meantime. But other than that, that is the look, you guys. I'm already feeling a bit better. Like, I look in the mirror and I feel like myself just a bit more. I could touch up the curls in my hair, but I'm feeling too lazy. And I also don't have an adapter for my US plugs for South Africa, so that's great. My husband is the only one that has one, and he is out in a meeting right now and he took it with him, so I guess it's not happening. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys my makeup bag that I use when I travel because I've been using it for years. The quality is amazing and it's just held up really nicely. This is, I want to say it's called Bice or Base, I don't know, but it's fantastic. For a long period of time, we spent like 3 months traveling straight, and I took this everywhere with me. I still take it everywhere with me, and yeah, it's just super convenient, super nice. I think I ordered mine on Revolve, and I'm sure they still have a bunch of different options there. If they don't still make this exact one, I'll see if I can link it down below for you guys. I'll also link all of the products that I used on my face today. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching my little travel makeup routine. But I'm gonna go get dressed and get ready to head out. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much. If you're a regular here and you have not yet subscribed, don't forget to go subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.